Tuning in tonight to the Shut Up and Listen podcast. Once again, I apologize for being late.
Chase is doing the building was good.
I always do that because he be the reason why we late all the time. Anyway, I apologize because last Wednesday I was supposed to be on here, but we had so much stuff going on. Just everyday life stuff. I didn't get a chance to get on here to talk about the halftime show that Kendrick Lamar did. So we kind of late on talking about it, but I still want to talk about it because when I was doing research on it, there were a lot of pros and cons that I was getting from a lot of different people. But when and another thing, y'all, I know we were supposed to come on at 1:00 today with Baby Joe. I'm not going to say too much about that because hopefully we can get him tomorrow. But anyway, he was supposed to come earlier today, but he wasn't able to make it. So we did reschedule for tomorrow.
Baby Joe 924.
I'm not sure what time we're going to do it yet, but as we go along and you'll hear more about like the timing and everything like that. But just to give you a little background information on him, he's an up and coming artist. He also did a TikTok with a TikTok dance, and it literally went viral overnight. So we're going to try to get him on here tomorrow, hopefully if everything goes as planned, because today was supposed to be a two-part segment show where we were going to do one at 1 with Baby Joe and then our regular one at 8:30. But anyway, the show still must go on. So we're going to dive right into the topic. Like I said, we were talking about Kendrick Lamar in the halftime performance show that he did. Now, the thing that I want to say about that, to me, there's a difference between a performance and when someone is leaving a message, what they're trying to leave behind or say within that performance. I'ma just honestly say the performance to me was just kind of semi okay. Not the message. The message that he was leaving behind was awesome, but
I thought he gives a semi okay.
Yes.
Was kind of mean.
That's not me. That's just my opinion. I don't think it's mean. No. I just said that only because when I think of Kendrick Lamar, he goes really deep into his raps. And everyone always have a really, really, really good message behind it. So like I said, I'm not talking about the message part. I'm talking about just the performance.
So what you're saying, he can't spit?
No, I'm not saying.
Like you want to say his message was great, but he's terrible.
No, look, the message. Hey, PJ, you can comment as well too. If you saw I'm pretty sure you did. If you seen the halftime show performance with Kendrick Lamar, and I was just saying on here that performance-wise, I think it was just okay. To me, it was nothing spectacular, but the message behind it was awesome. And what I was saying, as far as Kendrick Lamar, I like his music because what he talks about. But I just think performance-wise, it was nothing spectacular to me. It was no wow factor, because usually you think about when someone is performing halftime 3 times, and I still just didn't get that,
That you ain't getting no chills.
Yeah, I didn't get no chills or anything like that when I was watching him. Some people said he did really good. Some people said they thought he sucked. Me, like I said, I think he just kind of did semi okay. What did you think about it?
I think he was great. I just think Kendrick. I think Kendrick is going to be Kendrick.
What you mean by that?
You just a hip hop connoisseur type of vibe. I didn't expect it to be lit. I expected it to turn up on Not Like Us, of course.
Well, yeah, because I think that's what everybody was really waiting
on. Kendrick is he more deep rooted with the flow. He ain't gonna turn the club up. But he got his ones though. This beat kind of lit. Mm-hmm. But I didn't expect it to be crazy. I just knew he was gonna bring what he bring. That's kind of how I felt.
Well, you know what? When I was watching it, and then because like I said, I watched it about 2 or 3 times, so I can just kind of get a feel of even the people that were there watching
He
it.
made me more of a poet than a
Yeah,
rapper.
but you know what? That's what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah.
To me, he reminds me more so of a poet.
Spoken word.
Yeah, like then more so of a rapper.
He like an aggressive Wale.
You said what?
You remind me of a very aggressive, emotional Wale. Like,
but no, he does.
Wale.
He reminds me more so of a poet. Like, you know, when you go to them poetry shows and they be really deep into what they saying and all of that stuff like that. That's what he more so the category he reminds me of.
People underestimate Drake though, because I ain't gonna lie, he a poet too. I just think people don't want to give him that. But if you listen to his music, I ain't trying to change. I think
with like the metaphors he used and stuff like that.
He actually be talking. He be conversating. He be having a conversational flow. Like he really be talking. It's just a different kind of vibe. But I think he can do pretty much what Kendrick can do. That's just my personal opinion.
I think he can do better.
He just sings a little bit
than what Kendrick does. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Well,
I think Drake is better.
I think he always make the crowd rock better than Kendrick.
But remember, like I was saying, was that everybody have their wow moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they had, and so I think this was the year. Maybe this was Kendrick Lamar year where he just catapulted and just took off. Because everybody
felt like the year of the hater to me.
Well, that part too, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I really do believe.
I love Kendrick though; he can spit.
No, I really do believe if it wasn't because of that diss record, I don't think he would have got.
Of course not.
Noticed like how he's getting noticed now with every little thing. That's my thing. I still think Drake is a better rapper than him. I just think that he used that.
You know what a lot of people are gonna say to you because
what?
They're gonna say. He can't be a better rapper because he don't write his own music, which is a lie.
I thought Drake write his own music.
But that's, you know how.
Even if he don't write his own music, I mean, he write majority of all his own songs. They're trying to make it like he Milli Vanilli or something. Like he took a couple collaborations with some people, but everything he's wrote himself. Yeah.
I always tell people don't realize Drake had a deal writing for Dr. Dre when he was like 15.
Was that when he was on Degrassi?
During that time.
Remember that show, Degrassi?
Yeah. But he got sent back home because he didn't come to the studio on time. He had that deal before even Kendrick even thought about meeting the Dr. Dre. And that was before he even got with Cash Money. So we're talking about Drake writing. He's an amazing writer. So anybody out there saying that, I just want to let y'all know y'all don't know what y'all talking about.
So my question to you made me forget my question because I had a question. But did you see how the audience reacted to it though? Like,
it wasn't lit to me.
You know, we know him. I'm trying to make sure I word this right because, you know, I got in Facebook jail one time because I said certain things, certain content.
What'd you say?
I didn't say nothing bad.
I mean, when you say Facebook jail, what would they block that?
They block. I wasn't cussing or anything like that. I'll just say Caucasian people.
Oh,
yeah, you know. So, huh?
Neanderthal.
No, I forgot what I actually said. I think I might have said like white people or something.
Okay, don't say it no more.
Well, see, now I just said it, so they may block that part. I hate when they do that. But no, do you think a lot of Caucasian people know who Kendrick Lamar is?
I think they know his name because white people understand pop culture. But a lot of them didn't know that music because I was looking at the crowd. They were sitting there like... No,
that's what I was saying. I was saying when I was looking at it...
Some of them knew it, though.
Some of them knew it, but a lot of them looked lost and looked like, who is this? Or I'm not even going to say, who is this? They were kind of just... They didn't know. You know how usually when you go to either a concert or a halftime performance, you know, people be singing and rapping the lyrics.
If Lil Wayne would have got that Super Bowl, it would have been lit.
So what happened to why he didn't like...
Because Kendrick turned up. They didn't expect that to happen this year with that Super Bowl thing. They didn't expect that battle rap to erupt the way it did, and that was just the obvious choice. It was a business decision from the NFL and Jay-Z.
Yeah. And then I wanted to ask, do you think that the message behind that performance, do y'all think some Caucasians might have got offended by that message?
If they understood it. But yeah, maybe.
Do you think that some of them got kind of a little bit offended?
Maybe.
By the message that he was putting across there?
I think so. The ones who are conscious enough to understand.
But do you think that's like a double standard?
What you mean?
What I mean by double standard is that, you know how we as African Americans, we celebrate our culture, and we're big on certain movements and everything like that. And you do have some Caucasians who do, you know, they be right with us on those movements and everything like that. So I'm saying, do you think that in some instances that makes other Caucasians feel uncomfortable?
Of course.
Like, you know,
I believe so.
you know, like how we have Martin Luther King Day and everything like that, and they don't do things like that.
I was just talking to my mom.
Do you think that'd be weird if they started doing something like made their own day or something?
They do, the Ku Klux Klan. I mean, but all I'm saying, what I was about to say was, I was just having a conversation with my mom, and I was like, it's kind of like an oxymoron, like a catch-22, because I understand, because I work in school with kids and stuff like that. But when I was at the school, you know, cool, very cool teacher. I think she might be like Greek or something, just like my mom or something. But she was most definitely in there repping for Martin Luther King on that day or whatever, because all the teachers do that. All the white teachers do that no matter what. They got to do it. If they don't do nothing else, they got to put Martin Luther King on the map. But I just was telling my mom, like, it was a picture that they drew that was on a door outside the classroom, and it was like red, white, and black. And I was just like, I don't know if they did a good job at that. And
why was it red, white, and black?
I don't know. They drew it like a marker or something. But I just was like, she was doing her best to do the job. But the kids, they still like 5 years old, 6 years old. They really don't even know who he is, because he's like 5 generations before them, and their parents ain't set them down and really talk to them about him. All they see is a black man, and it was in cartoon form too. The show we was watching.
Oh, wow.
Martin Luther King. So
they never show like actual clips, or
they show not in this particular case.
Okay, well maybe they do it because of the type of kid, by them being autistic kids. They show them in right.
They talking
in
about
cartoon
how he
form and everything,
fought for civil rights and everything. And she was explaining it to him and everything like that. But I was telling my mom, like, I said, I think Black history is important. I said, I think it's weird though, because you expecting to push this out on these people who, some of them is like 4 generations removed from slavery and all type of stuff. They just happen to be living their life, and then you want.
What you mean push it out on?
Like push the Black History Month and stuff on certain white folks.
Caucasian people.
Yeah, only ones who's not going to take it a certain way.
Right.
Or hip ones going to not take it a certain way. But the ones who just waking up as a white person and don't got nothing to do with nothing, they just probably like, okay, why they gotta have their own days and all this, like, you know,
I
they don't
always
want to think about none of that.
Do they wonder, like, you know,
they probably get offended by that,
but given the history,
but that's the thing,
it's teaching the history about our culture, because in a lot of schools now they don't even really have history classes no more.
Well, that's a whole different topic.
I know, I'm just saying, but I'm just talking in general, because they really don't have history class no more. You know, they don't go into depth of really teaching them the history of Black people,
legislation,
and slavery, and it's like they're trying to get that out. Like they don't want people to know.
No, they don't.
None of that history.
They don't want anybody to dwell on it. They want it to be like it never existed, so they continue to live like they want to live.
Yeah.
But I think it should be pushed, but at the same time, I do understand. Like, if I was to put myself in their shoes, like, why do I gotta celebrate this? Like, I didn't never have a slave. I didn't never, you know. I just.
Well, that's probably because they don't understand.
But I do think I understand why some of them would be like that.
Now, I got a question for you, because your mom is
Italian and
French. So, have you ever had a conversation with her? Does that make her feel like, you know?
My mom always told me I was Black.
No, I know.
She's never been that type of person.
No, your mom is a wonderful, beautiful person.
She never
and is intelligent.
And if I was to be 100% honest with you, she just as racist as you.
Wait, what you mean by that?
Like, the only time she gonna be racist is if it's somebody she's just getting on her nerves. My mama don't like. She not racist.
No, you have to clear that up. You said just as racist as me.
Yeah, what I'm saying is,
So
like,
what does that mean? No.
Right, she's just the same as you. Like, she's not racist. So basically, we all can be racist. You feel me? Like, we might be like, I can't stand them, or we might be like, I can't stand them, but it's not really based on cause of that race. She's just like an Italian French person who think everybody should deserve equal rights.
Well, yeah.
But for her to be her race, she most definitely is the most non-racist person I ever met, with exceptions to her normal racist flaws. Yeah. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah. She probably gonna have some racist stuff in her head every blue moon, but it ain't like she's a racist. She probably identify with the black culture more than she identify with her own culture.
I think she identifies with the black culture.
That's kind of what I'm trying to say. And a lot of people say that, but I'm being honest. Like,
no, she really,
have private conversations with my
really
mom about
does
stuff like that.
I would love to get your mom on the podcast one day.
Yeah.
We got to get her on. Yeah. Just take it and move it over there and take it to her.
And my mom also, she always made sure that I understood that I was a black man. She always made sure that I identified with my culture. She never tried to push no type of white culture off on me or nothing like that. Not saying that I don't have it in me, right? But she never portrayed me to believe no bull crap. She was like, "You black, this what you're gonna be dealing with. This how it is." Boom. So I think that's about real as you can get.
But for you, have you ever felt at one point in time like you didn't fit in, as far as by you being mixed? Like when you're with black people, but then when you're around Caucasian people, like how did that mix for you?
I don't fit in with the average white people. Like when I go into a place full of white people, it feel like they all stop and look at me. I don't feel like that when I'm with black people. I never had a problem fitting in, but I did have issues growing up when people would make jokes and stuff like, "What? Call me white boy, call me, called Peckerwood a couple times." Wow. Stuff like that. But other than that, I always identified as black. I never identified as white. I couldn't even imagine identifying as white.
Now I wanna bring this up if this is okay. Remember when was that your cousin?
Oh yeah.
Who came to visit?
Yeah.
And when we went over there and we met her and everything like that, and remember she was just kind of giving us a little backstory. Was that her father or something that was like that? Or
yeah, she told me something real weird. She said that her dad was scared of black people, and that freaked me out. Yeah. She was like, he was scared of black people. He was scared. Like, what do you think they was going to do to him? She was like, I don't know. So that let me know that white people some white people behind closed doors really do feel like that about black. I never really thought that was true. I thought they was faking when they was saying stuff like that.
But you know what? Because remember when we were talking to her and kind of asking her questions, she said that he was that way because of what he always saw on TV.
But that's dumb.
I wish I know it is.
I never made a decision on what I see on TV. To me. Like, that's how I know that no matter what your race is or color is, you still dumb. I ain't trying to be fun. Like, it's dumb people everywhere. That's why we got the administration we got right now, because people really believe what they see on TV and what they hear, and they don't do no research, and that makes you dumb. And there's some black dumb people and there's some white dumb people. There's some dumb Chinese people.
Well, that's what you call just ignorance, because you don't learn the knowledge.
That's why most of the world are consumers. You only get like 85% of the world are consumers. Only 15% of us are producers or trendsetters. The rest are just here to accept and take what they hear or what they that's a fact.
That's something else though, because
we thought this country was smart. This country is dumb.
I never thought this country was smart.
I thought they were a little smart.
Nah, they ain't smart at all.
But you can just do the math. When you go to the doctor, you always get it. No disrespect. You always get an Indian doctor. You always get it. So that tell you a lot. But if you can't read context clues like that, or you're not paying attention, then, this is more of a capitalist. This is not a smart country. This is more of a capitalist country.
Yeah,
But I ain't
messed
gonna get you
up,
too
though.
far off topic.
No, that's fine because I like to talk about different stuff when we get on here because you really never know where it's gonna go. That's why I don't never really put up a topic, y'all. I just get on here and start talking because you never know what a conversation is going to
right though. He got in the camera like, "Hi Drake." he was like, because you know they like the suit. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Now that white side of me come out. I like to sue people too. So.
Oh my God, you a mess.
Sue every chance I can get.
You are stupid. But overall, excuse me, y'all. I got this cough. But overall, like I said, I just think that his performance was just kind of semi-okay.
I think it was a greater performance. I just think
the message was good.
Better. I just think Drake, he's more crowd worthy. Crowd's going to jump up and down, go crazy off his music. Kendrick is more going to try to go deep.
Yeah. I mean, which is nothing wrong with that.
What trips me out, Drake can go deep, but his deep still be lit.
Yeah.
Like he know how to do both.
But you know what? I think what it is with Kendrick Lamar, though, he doesn't know how to switch up. Remember, I was talking to you earlier about that.
I disagree with you.
No.
Album, that swimming pool, that
even when
song, that was fire.
No, I like that song. But no, I'm just saying his whole style and the tone in his voice, everything just sounds flat. It sounds the same. So even if he trying to do a lit album, to me it ain't gonna be lit because it just all sound.
Do you know he won a Pulitzer Prize? He won 5 Grammys the other day. Then did the Super Bowl. He had the biggest year in raps in the last.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if it wasn't
20, 30 years, he had like a Michael Jackson night, bro. Like
if it wasn't for
that,
I
don't even know 3 of his songs.
No,
like seriously. That's how I know it's people.
No, but if it wasn't for that diss track song, he wouldn't be getting none of this right now.
He got Grammys before.
He got Grammys, but what I'm saying, he wouldn't be getting so much of this. What he's getting right now.
It led to that, but let me tell you.
But there was messed up. A
lot of that got to do with the white and the black problem in this country, and light skin and dark skin, because that's what they made it, and that's what made the controversy. Our people fall for anything. They'd rather see 2 black men in there, and they want to see blood, but they ain't going after none of those other people who really getting all the money.
Yeah, which is true.
And they made it like that, and which caused the controversy, what led to what we got here, and that's why we got what we got. But if he was attacking somebody big, somebody different, of a different race, I bet you wouldn't have went the same way.
Oh no, it wouldn't have.
No way.
But what I'm still unclear of this whole beef thing that was going on between, well, really,
we call Drake a colonizer.
That Kendrick started with Drake. Why did everybody else jump into it? Like, why did Future jump into it then? Why did Ross jump into it? Like
Ousey.
Why did all of them get into it?
Somebody's jealous.
It's more than one of them that's jealous. But so what did they do? It wasn't like a ripple effect because Kendrick was like, oh, well, I'm going to just diss him. So everybody else was like, okay, well, let me get on here too and let me just go. Like, what do you think?
Be honest with you?
Yeah.
I just think it's more jealous people with money than it is that you don't think it is.
No, I know.
Because they got too much money to be jealous. Like, what you mad about? Like, how you mad at this man? Like, and everybody is the other thing that was so weird to me. Mm-hmm. Everybody who dissed him, he gave a hit record.
Yeah, he did.
Like, that's really confusing to me. So I left it alone at that. You can't win.
So it was always underlying jealousy.
Yes.
In the first place.
He said it on the song. He said it on the song that he said on the Party Next Door album he just brought out, he said something like I see they've been looking at me with jealous eyes or something like that. I just heard the clip. I ain't listened to it yet, but he just dropped this album with Party Next Door. Mm-hmm. I ain't really listened to none of it yet, but he about to drop his next album. I think it ain't gonna be long, and I think he gonna address everything on there. But he said people been looking at him with jealous eyes.
But that's why I said what I said. I said because he real quiet. You ain't been hearing nothing from Drake right now. Yeah. Like, and so remember, I was like, well, is he kind of just like not running, but is he just purposely doing it because he know he about to come with like a big comeback?
Drake is a competitive person, and Drake is a Scorpio.
Oh, Scorpio.
Drake is competitive. I'm not saying that got nothing to do with it. Ain't got to get into all that. But
Yeah.
But when I say that, I mean he like his favorite rapper is Tupac.
I love Tupac.
I
love
ain't letting
Tupac.
this go.
I love.
I could tell the way he talk about. He ain't letting this go. When he used a bathroom, like Tupac playing in his bathroom and stuff. Like I literally seen it with my own eyes. Like he was playing his toilets play it like.
His toilets?
Yeah, he got
what you
like
mean his
toilets with the music coming out of them when you go to the bathroom. I seen like a tour of his house.
Wow.
And he's seriously on that like that Machiavelli type jump when it comes to battling and all that. Like he ain't letting this go. I think his album gonna be something different.
Yeah.
His album gonna be something different.
Yeah, but I think when he do bring it out, it's gonna be on a whole different level because I think he gonna have a whole lot to say.
Oh, he said it. He's told his fans. He said, I'm gonna have a conversation with y'all on this next album. We're gonna have a whole bunch of conversations, and I know what he mean by that. He gonna be explaining everything.
Hey, that's Mookie on there.
What up, bro?
Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to the next topic. And y'all, I hate ending the podcast with like sad stories, and that's why I don't watch the news a lot.
Oh yeah, this one's wild right here.
Yeah, and it's honestly usually if I watch the news, it's to see what the weather is, and I cut it off after that. I know you all heard about the young lady who had the 5 children. I don't know if was she at Motor City Casino?
Greektown.
Okay, she was at Greektown Casino, and it was her mom, and her 5 kids that were in the vehicle because they were homeless. I'm assuming. I don't know exactly everything that took place or transpired with that whole situation, but what we do know is that 2 of the children died. A 2-year-old, and I believe the other boy, I don't know if he was like 9 or 12, somewhere around that age, due to hypothermia. That's hypothermia usually comes from dropping your body when it gets very, very cold. And your system shuts down, your organs, all of your organs begin to shut down slowly. From what I was researching, they were saying, like I said, that the family was homeless.
It was in a van.
Yeah, they were in a van. She parked all the way, I think, on the 9th floor. And
casino, and she was going in.
At the casino. But see, that's the thing. I don't know if that part is true or not, because if you only went, why would you only go in and leave the kids in there?
I don't know.
To get warm.
I don't know. Maybe she was trying to find out what to do next, or talk to people and ask people, can she get some help? Or
so it's just like a really touchy.
The van ran out of gas or something.
Well, they said that she had the car running, but it ran out of gas. That's how she was able to keep it warm for a minute. Then it ran out of gas. So when it ran out of gas, that's when that happened. I'm guessing a couple hours later. But in effects of that, I also wonder, because when you leave a car running like that, that's carbon dioxide or whatever.
Yeah, that too.
And you got to think you taking all those fumes in as well too, and then you have a 2-year-old baby.
And I heard he only had a t-shirt.
And it was reported that he only had a t-shirt and a diaper on.
Now you go outside now, it's the same weather, just how it was when that happened. So just imagine how cold that kid was.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't know if they officially charged her. I see there's a lot of you guys in the comments right now. So if you know
how to go at the investigation.
Yeah, if you guys know if they did charge her or anything like that, you can write down in the comment box, because I see there's a couple people on here. Or whatnot, but I'm not the person where I'm going to say that she was wrong or she wasn't wrong, because I don't know the full story. I don't know what all happened, because you do have people who are out here homeless, and they really, really do try to get help. They really, really do, and it just goes back to our system. And this is one thing I'm gonna say, because from my understanding, I don't know if it's true or not, but from my understanding, this young lady said that she was trying to get help from everywhere. she was trying to reach out to people to get help. And if you saw the young lady, she looks really young. I'm not sure how old she is. They never said how old she was or released the age of the mother.
She looked like she was about 23, 24.
If that, but she still looks very young to me. Now, I know they did do an interview with the father. Now, mind you, the father has a place to stay and everything.
He at the gym working on.
Yeah, that's the part that disrupted me completely. So when they did do the interview, he claims that she never told the kid's father that she had nowhere to go. He said that she stated that she would call and ask him, if he could keep the kids for a couple of days and everything like that. And his excuse was he couldn't do it because of his work schedule. But he said if he would have known that they had nowhere to go, he would have took them in and did whatever he had to do as far as, to make sure that they were okay. Because he said he went, I think it was going on 2 months that he hadn't spoken to the 2 children. Now she had 5 children, but out those 5, it was only 2 that were his, and those were the 2 that passed away. But he did make a comment and say that she stays very close in proximity to his family, and he didn't understand why she did not reach out to his side of the family, because they would have helped. Now, going back, when they interviewed the young lady, she said that I guess the family dynamic on his side of the family, when she was asking for help, they were saying that it was too many kids. So they couldn't take all of the kids in. And like I said, I'm not going to point blame because I don't know what happened. I know I just feel very horrible that happened, especially to children. And it was a lot of people that were making comments saying that, she could have done more. And all I'm going to say at the end of the day, you never know what a person is going through. You never know what their mental state is. You don't know. So it's so much easier to say things like they say, it's easier said than done. You never know what people are going through on a day-to-day basis. You don't know where her mental state was at. And even though her mother was living with them in the van, you don't know the condition or what the state of her mother was, especially for it to be her mother, and then the 5 children. So sometimes we just have to be mindful and careful about what we say, because if it happened to any one of us, you don't know what you would really do. Some people, and I'm not going to say pride gets in the way, but some people can be embarrassed about what they're going through.
Does society make you feel embarrassed to the point where you want to act like it ain't that bad?
Right.
Sometimes,
right.
People make it seem like you're just supposed to have everything and all that, all this materialistic stuff that this world put in your face. So sometimes you might just be like, forget it. I'm just going to try to do it on my own. And then one little slip up lead to something like this.
And I think a lot of times that is what happened. A lot of people, like he said, they're either embarrassed to say something or to ask for help. And then I also hear a lot of people say, but you got to put the kids first. You got to get, and which is true, you do, but you still don't know fully what that whole situation was. So to me, it's wrong when I hear people blaming her, when I hear people blaming the father, because evidently something was missed. I don't know if it was lack of communication with them too. You just don't know. You don't know. You don't know people's life. You don't know their life story. You don't know their situation. And then when you look towards the system to get some type of help, and one thing she did say that is true, a lot of times they give you a lot of ripping and running to do.
They want you to prove everything.
Yeah, they want you to prove this. They want you to prove that. You got to fill this out. You got to fill that out before you can get placed even into a shelter, So it's a lot of stuff that comes with that. I just know my heart breaks for her, the father, and the children as well too. So I'm gonna continue to keep them in my prayers. Situation like that, especially how times are, it's hard out here now. Like it's really, really, really hard with the way the economy is going, the way that It's hard even just getting groceries now. So we just got to be a little bit more mindful of what we say when we're not in that situation. And then you should be blessed enough that you aren't in that situation, because there's a lot of people, like I said, who are in certain situations. And if you can help somebody out, try to, even if you don't want to, or, you're like, well, that ain't my problem, that's their problem. But that's how things can happen, because when we fail to try to help people, but then we're so quick to say something, if some type of accident or injury or death happen, and you can't do that, so that's all I wanted to say. And like I said, I'm not going to go too much further into it, because I haven't heard any more information about it or anything like that. But if you can help somebody, always try to help them, the best way that you can. If it's a place that that they can go to, if it's a church, a shelter, whatever, fire department, police station, always try to give someone in that situation like resources, where they can get helped out. Did you want to say anything about it?
No, not really. I just think it was unfortunate, and it was really cold out there. And when I heard the baby only had on a t-shirt and a diaper, I was like, Lord have mercy. I had on shoes, socks, 2 pairs of jogger pants, 2 hoodies, a coat, a hat, and I was freezing. So I know that baby froze. I know that baby froze. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah, that it's sad when I hear things like that. It's really, really sad. But I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Remember, if you always miss our podcast, you can always go back on my Facebook page, which is Larae Rinchetti, and it will show the podcast that we did do. Then also we do have a private page. It's called the Shut Up and Listen podcast page. Usually what I do, I send people invites, and if you see the invites, you just click it and then you become an automatic member. When you become a member, you get to see what days we're going to air, what time, and what we talk about. And then sometimes what I do, I share the Facebook Live on the podcast page. That's what I just started doing. So now you will be able to get to watch it on the actual Shut Up and Listen podcast page. So thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. If there's a topic that you guys want to talk about, please let us know and we will talk about it. And also don't forget, towards the ending of the summer, we will be leaving off of Facebook, going onto our YouTube channel for the Shut Up and Listen podcast. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Oh, and tomorrow we're going to try to get Baby Joe on here, okay? And for y'all that don't know, that
Baby
is
Joe 924.
Joey's son. It's like a legacy we got going on here, okay? So
he lit right now too. He ain't even got time for me.
So like
now I gotta
said,
go
he's
against
doing
him. I'm not trying to body him in the studio. He don't know it's all our war going on.
It's a mess. But if y'all don't know, y'all can check out his song. Is that on TikTok?
Yeah, TikTok, Baby Joe 924.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's Baby Joe 924.
Baby Joe 924, and he got a dance. He got a song. I forget what the name of the song is.
She Got a Dunk.
But it's that She Got a Dunk beat. And if you just type in Baby Joe 924, and then you can collaborate and do the dance and all that. But he got like thousands and thousands and thousands of participants and views and people doing the dance and all that.
Over.
So help my son keep going viral or whatever, because I'm trying to get a crib.
He's a mess. We will see you guys later. Thank you for joining.
This episode right here is going to be our first episode going on YouTube. Shout out to my man Tone from ATV Films.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
And he's going to be doing an interview tomorrow with Baby Joe 924. And he also responsible for shooting some vids for me. So y'all going to be getting a lot of that coming into the winter, beginning of the summer. We trying to stay lit. So ATV Films, Chasethedoe, Shut Up and Listen, Baby Joe 924, coming soon. Holla at me.
See y'all later. Bye.